Coming up on this edition of Quincy in Focus.
This event really makes sure that we can take care of all the homeless families and individuals across the greater Quincy South Shore area.
The annual Father Bills and Mainspring Food Fest is held at the Hingham Shipyard. The August Moon Festival takes place in downtown Quincy.
I'm your host, Mia Scaife. This is the Quincy Quiz.
And QATV plays host to the Quincy Recreation Department Summer TV Clinic. These stories and more coming up on Quincy in Focus.
Hello, and welcome to Quincy in Focus, Quincy Access TV's news magazine show. My name is Mandy Flaherty, and I'm a student at Quincy College interning at QATV. Leading off this edition, Varsity Field on Marymount Parkway has been renamed Barry Welch Varsity Field in honor of the recently retired Recreation Director, Barry Welch. Welch worked for the Recreation Department for over 55 years, one of the longest-serving employees in city history.
Welcome to beautiful Marymount Park and the new Barry J. Welch Varsity Soccer Field. I was what you would refer to as the ultimate rec rat. I was the first one at the gym. Jack Kelly will attest. I know he's here in the back someplace. When it opened, the last one to leave, they had to throw me out. The summer programs were something I looked forward to every single day of my entire childhood. The Quincy Recreation Department and the work that Barry Welch did made a tremendous impact on my life personally, and I'm very proud not only to call him a colleague, but a dear friend. And Barry, I wouldn't be here without you, buddy, so thank you.
What an incredible day for an incredible man. This is such a beautiful day, and the support that he has in front of him right now just speaks to his legacy that he's left. So Barry, you're a lucky man. Today I've been asked to say a few words about Barry Welch, and I'm going to keep my remarks shorter than the meeting Barry runs at our Park and Rec Board meetings, which won't be that hard. First, I'd like to say I don't know of anyone who doesn't like Barry Welch. I've had the pleasure of knowing Barry since our days at North Quincy High School. At North, Barry was always willing to help others. His work with the Recreation Department continued with his appointment as Assistant Athletic Director of Recreation. And in 1982, he was appointed Director of Recreation, a position he held until this spring. They certainly picked the right man for the job, because what the city got in Barry was a person who was dedicated, motivated, innovative, knowledgeable, and loyal. Taking over a department that was already a good one, he has left the Quincy Recreation Department as one, if not the best, in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
So I've had the privilege of serving in various capacities in city government, and it's been really a pleasure. The only thing that comes close to serving as the mayor of this great city, and the honor that it has, was really serving as the park director. Dave and I laugh a little bit about some of the stories over the years, but really serving every day in that capacity was really special. And one of the reasons was working with Barry. You know, we were across the hall from each other, and we used to talk about a lot of different things. You know, I know in those days the park and board meetings, they would end formally, but we'd be talking for hours afterwards on how we could improve things and how things could be better. Barry never lost his enthusiasm, his interest, and his passion for what he does. You know, today we're dedicating a field, but in many ways this is a Lifetime Achievement Award. Really think about that. How many people stay with an organization today for 55 years? It's just incredible. So I view this as a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I'm thrilled to have my name associated with all of those folks and to be home here in the park. It really, really means a great deal. Participation in recreation programs by definition of voluntary. So I'd like to thank the residents of Quincy, most importantly, who supported our activities through all these years by attending our programs. And as I've said so often for many, many years, and I stole it from the great John Osgood, who's in the back, who ran our day camp, Happy Acres. Thanks for loaning us your children. It's given me a great honor. It's a great privilege to have served as the recreation director. And Brendan, I'll do it now. Thanks for coming.
Father Bill's in Mainspring recently held their 25th annual Food Fest at the Hingham Shipyard. The event helps to raise funds for the 6,000 people Father Bill's serves each year in their mission to prevent and end homelessness. This year, nearly 1,000 guests, vendors, and volunteers attended the event and raised more than $350,000.
I want to welcome everybody to the 25th year of our annual Food Fest and Auction. This event really makes sure that we can take care of all the homeless families and individuals across the greater Quincy, South Shore area. Every night we average about 255 individuals and 133 families that have no place to go. And the state only pays about 50% of the need. So tonight we have over 40 corporate sponsors, we have over 45 restaurants, and we have a silent auction tonight where we hope to bring in over $300,000 to fill that gap, to make sure that nobody is sleeping outside. If it's our kids and our parents, if it's our veterans, for our elderly people. Tonight is a night that really 87 cents to every dollar goes right to the people we assist. So we are very blessed with all the support we get from the greater Quincy, South Shore area. And it's our 25 years. This started by Father Bill McCarthy personally. He started this event to make up the gap from the public funding, and we're just blessed to have all of the support tonight. So thank you.
Wonderful event for Father Bill's. Many folks are very familiar with Father Bill's and the great work they do, not only in Quincy but throughout the South Shore. We're grateful for the efforts of John, his entire team, all the volunteers and staff, and particularly tonight all the sponsors and those folks that given up some treasure to help with the cause. I also want to take a minute to congratulate George Burke and his family for the continued contributions they make to the great city of Quincy and beyond. So congratulations to all, and thanks for all the great work.
The reason why I'm here tonight, the 25th anniversary of Father Bill's, is because I knew the man personally. He was instrumental in the initial aging of my recovery out of substance abuse back in 1984 to 85. And he actually got me out of drugs, to be frank with you. Drugs, dealing, alcohol. And I've been sober over 33 years now. So certainly George Burke, being the district attorney at the time, and it's his commemoration tonight, wanted to be here. You got Mayor Koch here, and you got Mr. Yaz in there, not Yastrzemski, Yaz, the director, all these wonderful people. So I wanted to come and support and lend my support, and flew up for this. And this is a worthwhile cause, and it's a great charity. It's a great event. There are so many people who are in difficulty in life with substance and alcohol, emotional situations, financial situations, and Father Bill's has been a cornerstone in helping people to overcome these adversities in today's very complicated society. So having known the man personally, Father Bill that is, it would be amiss of myself and my family, all 15 of us, not to be here tonight. So it's a worthwhile cause, and nice food, but that's just the icing on the cake. The real reason why we're here is because people care. People care about the people who don't have an opportunity to get the break that they need. And Father Bill was instrumental in that. That's why I'm here with these beautiful people.
I'm George Burke, and I'm receiving the top award from the Father Bills tonight, and I think it's the biggest honor I've ever received in my life. And that is because I believe deeply in the cause that Father Bill stands for. Come on now. City around, baby. Oh, yes. I'm sitting in my blood. Get around, baby. Oh, yes. Sunset, carry on. The love for the streets.
Kennedy Center, the home of the Quincy Council on Aging, recently held its 10th anniversary celebration. Attendees enjoyed live music, refreshments, and a discussion about the future plans for the Kennedy Center.
I've been director for 20 years, and when I came on board, we were talking about a senior center, and it took one man in the mayor's office to get that job done. That man is Tom Koch. He's been a tremendous mayor and an unbelievable support of this center. So without further ado, I want to introduce our great mayor of our city, Tom Koch.
And what a great job I believe Tom is and does. Marie, the entire staff, the volunteers on board. Let's hear it for the entire staff here at the Kennedy Center. The great work they do. I know when walking around the room, I hear from people what a special place this is to each of you. And that's made special really not by the building, but what goes on in the building, the spirit of the building, the wonderful relationships and friendships that are built here. And that was the whole idea of this place. So I think we have succeeded. And some of you may not know a little bit of the history of the Kennedy Center, but a number of years ago, one of the previous mayors sold out the Kennedy Health Center. So that the Kennedy name went away from the health center. We thought it important to keep the Kennedy name on one of our municipal buildings. And so in addition to John F. Kennedy, obviously Robert Kennedy, Joseph Kennedy, and Ted Kennedy and the entire family are remembered here. What we did was we adjusted the plan. I've been in government 32 years, and things don't move nearly fast enough. It gets very frustrating dealing with different agencies. It's way too many agencies that have to touch this. In fact, we're in a lawsuit with the EPA right now over some issues. Having said that, we've got an outstanding firm that we brought on board. We're really pleased with the previous firm. But we decided to kind of bifurcate the project, make it a little bit smaller to start with so the permitting process would be that much easier. Before, we were looking at the whole site in its entirety, which tripped Army Corps and Coastal Zone and DEP and you name it, every agency you could think of. So, I'm going to predict by this time next year, we're going to be well into the ground with the project. Right, Amanda? Yeah. All right. We'll have another celebration next year when we break down out back. And then, of course, it's going to include pickleball courts, a beautiful picnic pavilion, horseshoe courts, and bocce courts, and even a greenhouse facility for those of you that think you have a green thumb. We'll see how well you do. And then, of course, the parking in the back will be much better. The site will be elevated, the parking will be paved, so the getting access to the building from the rear will be much easier. So, thank you for the opportunity to say hello. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your mayor. It's an awesome job. I'm truly love and truly blessed to be able to serve. I come from a family that was exposed to public service as a very young man. And I'm grateful for that because it's been a labor of love. We have a great city, an outstanding team working on it, and we're blessed to have a center like this. So enjoy it. This is your home. God bless you all.
So I just want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank you for coming in and out every day. You bring a lot of sunshine to a lot of people's lives. This is your center, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kennedy Center. Happy birthday to you.
The first annual Veterans Music Festival and Expo was held at Quincy's Pageant Field. The event was established to focus on health and wellness and to support veterans and their families. Attendees enjoyed live music, games, and were also given access to veteran support providers.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye, and that'll be the day you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die, when you give me loving and your turtle dove and all your hugs and kisses and your money too. When you say you love me, baby, until you tell me maybe that someday I'll be blue. Well, goodbye, and that'll be the day you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. When Cupid shot his dart, he shot it at your heart. If we ever part, then I'll leave you. You say you told me, and you told me boldly, baby, that someday I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day.
One of the things that's always an issue when you're dealing with veterans is the outreach, trying to get them to come to the services, whether it's on a computer, which tends to, or text. They don't get enough information that way. So every venue that we can capitalize on to bring the services that we have them on a personal basis is ideally the best possible way to work that opportunity out. And I'm very fortunate. Greg, who used to work with me many, many years ago in the VA before he had better ideas, coordinated all of this stuff. WATD, the Veterans Voice out of ATD in Marshfield, put all of this program together. We both know a lot of the people that come out here and set up. We've got about 50 organizations that'll be represented over the course of the day. Food and drink for vets, first responders, toys, games for the kids. Trying to cover it all. I thank Greg for all he's done, and the good Lord for giving us the beautiful day to do it. There's going to be great music all day long, too. And so everybody, now we're just hoping to get the great turnout that we really want to have for this and see if this is the first of many occasions when we do this. And at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Greg Brasso, the voice, Veterans Voice, WATD out of Marshfield.
Well, George, thank you very much. I'll tell you, the city of Quincy has been so hospitable to all my friends here in allowing us to share what they're doing with the veterans of Quincy and the surrounding areas, that we thank the Lord for the day. Couldn't be better. We have great food. We have some great benefit providers here. So there's something for everybody, something for the kids. Stick around, listen to some music, grab something to eat, and come down and meet your veteran services people.
And then sit down and enjoy the day. And once again, as I always do, I want to send a special shout out and thanks to QATV for providing all the coverage and support that they do for us for all of these events. Thank you.
Quincy Asian Resources and the City of Quincy recently held the 32nd annual August Moon Festival. Attendees gathered in Quincy Center to enjoy live performances, games, food trucks, and more.
You're in a special space here outside of the Quincy High School. You see this monument some of the kids are sitting on, playing on. That's a monument that's dedicated to all of our educators in Quincy. Our educators and teachers who have gone before us, those that continue to work today and in the future. There's nothing we do that's more important, right, than educating our young people, making great citizens for the future. And Quincy Asian Resources is really part of that. They're a great partner with our school system. They do so much for our community. And as the mayor of the city of Quincy, I want to say thank you for all the great work. Enjoy the beautiful day.
This is a wonderful day for the August Moon Festival. I can't believe I've been associated with this event for decades at this point. And it continues to grow. It's part of our community, and you can see by the great level of diversity, it's an event for all families. And wonderful job by Philip and the volunteers, the board, and employees at Quincy Resources, the Quincy School Department, as well as all the city employees, the Parks Department, and others to make this a great event, and of course all the vendors as well. I bring greetings from Massachusetts State House on behalf of Senator John Keenan behind me, as well as Representative Bruce Ayers, Ron Morano, and Dan Hunt. Wish you a wonderful year of the harvest. This is the Mid-August Festival, so it's a harvest here, and we wish you good fortune and more fortune in the second half of 2019. Thank you.
Recreation Department's QREC TV clinic was held right here at QATV. Middle school students participated in a one-week intensive by being introduced to the basics of television production. The students produced a game show, talk show, and created short subject pieces.
Hello, I'm John Thomas, and I'm here with the programming lineup for Wednesday, June 26, 2019. Starting at 10 a.m., there's Health Links with Ruth Jones. The topic is plastic surgery.
Hello.
Hello.
So I'm here with Bridget, and so my first question to you is, I see that you like TikTok. So what aspect of TikTok do you like most?
I like how the creators on TikTok, they can create trends so like easily, and it's just like a domino effect on like every other creator on the app.
Cool. I'm your host, Mia Scaife. This is the Quincy Quiz. I'm here with our contestants. Give a warm welcome to Matilda and Chloe. Who are the four members of the Beatles? A. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. B. Greg, Paul, Catrue, and John. C. Philip, George, Ringo, and John.
I'm gonna go with A.
And that is correct. Now for our second question goes to Chloe. What type of government does England have? A. Tyranny. B. Democracy. C. Oligarchy. Or D. Monarchy?
D.
Correct. Now our third question goes to Matilda. Puerto Rico is a part of America. True or false?
False.
That is incorrect.
Throughout the summer, the Thomas Crane Library held a free concert series on the lawn. They featured such acts as Blue Sparrow, the Women in World Jazz, the Beantown Buckaroos, and Crow's Pasture.
5 days a week, cutting cane in the sun. It's a way to make a living, but there's work to be done. Friday night's calling, you'll know where to find me. Two-stepping by Louisiana moon. Payday comes around, and there's nothing left to lose. Gonna call Pretty Polly in the ruby red shoes, and we'll go riding. You'll know where to find us. Two-stepping by Louisiana moon. Gonna rattle them bones on the old oak floor, shake the paint off the dance hall door, sing a little ditty by Pontchartrain, two-stepping by Louisiana moon.
I've got that old-fashioned love in my heart. There it will always remain, just like an ivy clinging vine, staying closer all the time, through the years, and those tears just the same. Got that old-fashioned faith in my heart, that nothing can tear us apart. Although dry land may turn to sea, there will be no change in me. Got that old-fashioned love in my heart. Here's Art Schatz on that fiddle.
I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you right. I want to love you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. For John, provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Love it and feel it. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Love it and feel it. Whoa, whoa.
That's all for this edition of Quincy in Focus. On our next episode, we'll feature an announcement about the Historic Commission report, and we'll visit the polls during the city's preliminary election. If you'd like to learn more information about Quincy Access Television or are interested in becoming a member, visit our website at qatv.org or call 617-376-1440. My name is Mandy Flaherty, and thanks for watching this edition of Quincy in Focus.